Happy New Year's, happy 2025. Well, at least in Japan, by the time you see this, it's kind of fitting to start the new year talk about Superman. Right, I know, the thumbnail says Supergirl on it, and that's because some DC fans believe they have spotted Supergirl in the Superman trailer. But before that, we gotta talk about a casting news that just happened earlier. The main man himself, Lobo, is joining the DCU. And who's going to be Lobo? It's none other than Jason Momoa, in which he posted a quote from this interview.
So Lobo is, I used to collect comics, and I don't do so much anymore, but he was always my favorite, and I always wanted to play Lobo because I'm like, hello, it's perfect role. I mean, listen, if they call me and ask me to play, it's a yeah. But I haven't received that call, so I don't want to put any fake news out there. But if they ever call me and ask me to play, or ask me to audition, I'm there.
I mean,
you're not gonna have to audition.
Well, I know, but
and he says they called, confirming that he's going to be playing Lobo. Not only that, James Gunn confirmed it himself and welcomed him into the DCU as Lobo. And my God, that's a dream role for Jason Momoa. He's wanted to play Lobo for a very, very long time, and he's finally getting to play it. And it's perfect casting. It's perfect casting. As you already know, I've made countless videos, I think, of him playing Lobo earlier, maybe like years ago. So this is not a shocker, but the biggest shocker, I want to say, is where he's going to be introduced in. Supergirl is going to be filming in a few weeks, and Jason Momoa is joining the cast as Lobo. Right now, confirming only 4 roles, 4 characters so far. 5th if you count Crypto, because I think Crypto is going to be in there. But now Lobo is going to be in Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Now you may be thinking, Woman of Tomorrow? If you've read the book, Lobo's not in that. I mean, I think Tom King wanted to put Lobo in there, but his editors thought otherwise, and it turned out to be a very good story without Lobo. And so fans speculate that maybe they'll replace some random bounty hunter with Lobo, and it's going to be a very small role, a small cameo, and that's about it. But I like to think that a character like Lobo may get a bigger role in this, especially is being announced now. So I'm thinking they're going to tweak the story a little bit. It's still going to be about Supergirl, Ruthie, and going after Krim. But this time Krim is going to utilize Lobo to take on Supergirl while he fights with Ruthie or something. Some epic battle at the end of this movie where Ruthie's hunting down Krim and Supergirl's fighting Lobo or something. That would be pretty epic and awesome. And it's not a one and done for Lobo. Jason Momoa is going to come back, and when he does, we're going to have the main man fight against the Man of Steel someday, one day. That's going to happen, I think, and I hope so. And seeing Lobo throw down against Superman is one of the biggest dreams I've had to see on the big screen. And since we're talking about Superman, the trailer views probably topped at 50 million by the time you see this video, because it's really close there. And people are just watching that over and over, including a bunch of DC fan sites like DC Brief, DC Updates, DC Film News. And they seemingly spotted what appears to be Supergirl in the trailer. And you're like, what? Where? One scene in the trailer where Superman is kneeling over what we believe to be Helix, or one of the Superman robots. And he's really sad about it. But if you look closely, and they zoomed in to his head, and I even enhanced the image for you, it does look like there is a figure there. Maybe long blonde hair, maybe slightly blue. Could be Supergirl. I mean, kind of, it might just be our imagination and we're just looking at things too closely, but it could be nothing at all. It could be a smudge. It could be nothing. To me, it does kind of like Supergirl. Maybe not. Maybe it could just be some random person in the background. Who knows? I don't know. But that is interesting to say the least, that this could be Supergirl, as a lot of people have said that Supergirl is going to be in the movie too. Even James Gunn kind of alluded to that as well. So yeah, will she be in that scene, in that Fortress of Solitude? That'll be really interesting. So I don't know. What do you think? Is that Supergirl? But it is 2025, the year of the Superman.